The first official teaser trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps has been released, giving us our first look at Marvel's first family in action. Do I think it will give the Fast and Furious movies a serious run for their money for FF movies that emphasize the importance of family? To find out, keep watching like your name is Uatu. I'm Armando from Not of This Realm, where we talk about comic books, movies, TV, and action figures inspired by the realms of superheroes, sci-fi, horror, and fantasy. We're very happy to have you here, and we hope you consider subscribing to us. The teaser starts with doors opening, inviting us into this new universe where the technology and home decor have a retro-futuristic aesthetic that tells us that this movie not only takes place in the past, but an alternate timeline as well. To really emphasize this idea, the trailer itself starts off in the older 4:3 aspect ratio. In the New York City skyline, you'll see the iconic Chrysler building, but there are a few additional buildings around it that look futuristic for this time period. Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, played by internet daddy Pedro Pascal, is telling their visitor about their Sunday dinner tradition, which is actually informing us, the audience, that the central theme of this movie is family. After that, we're shown a sleek, futuristic-looking Baxter building, the headquarters and home of the Fantastic Four. And then we get our first on-screen look at, you guessed it, Herbie. If Wall-E and Eve had a baby, this is what I think he would look like, and he's absolutely adorable. Then we're shown Ben Grimm, aka The Thing, and he looks fantastic. I'm so glad that they decided to make his appearance more faithful to Jack Kirby's original design. The heavy brow and the way the rocks aren't all level with each other look great and are true to his artwork. If I'm being completely honest though, I love the look of The Thing, but I'm not 100% sold on Ebon Moss-Backrack's voice for him, but it's growing on me every time I watch the teaser. Points if you can tell me which other Marvel project Ebon was in and what character he played. Next we see Reed talking to Sue Storm, portrayed by Vanessa Kirby, about how he feels responsible for the incident that gave them their powers, of which we see glimpses. I love this part of the teaser because it shows how emotionally intelligent Sue is, as she reassures Reed that regardless of what has happened, they will always be a family. It also serves the purpose of giving us insights into each character's personality. I do want to point out that there's an interesting part in this segment of the teaser. Johnny, played by Joseph Quinn of Stranger Things fame, is in the upper atmosphere without his powers and falling back to Earth. Why is he in this situation? My best guess is that he was chasing the Silver Surfer into space. And then we get our first peek at Galactus on screen, for the first time, ever. I love the composition of these shots because they do an excellent job of showing us how massive he is. Sure, some people will complain and say that he's not big enough, but it's important that they remember Galactus is both a grower and a shower. To finish up the teaser trailer, we get a shot of the team together in uniform, and in my opinion, they look phenomenal. The way this scene parallels the real-life appearance of the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show conveys to us that they're basically viewed as rock stars in this universe. I think the first teaser trailer looks incredible. I really like the retro-futuristic aesthetic from the sets to the character costumes, and I love that The Thing and Galactus look more faithful to their classic Jack Kirby designs. However, my favorite thing about the Fantastic Four First Steps teaser trailer is the tone. It has a sense of hope, wonder, adventure, and family that I think will rejuvenate interest in the MCU. Have you seen the Fantastic Four First Steps teaser? Did it meet your expectations and get you hyped for this movie? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in comic books, movies, shows, and action figures inspired by the realms of superheroes, sci-fi, horror, and fantasy, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm Armando from Not of This Realm. This video was written by me and edited by the tremendously talented Astra Vixen. Thank you so much for watching, we really do appreciate it. Be safe and take care.